Hear my words that I might reach you. People sing that song and don't realize the relevance of the lyrics. Here's my theory on electromagnetic sine wave, sine being sin for the religious. It's a double torus helix, which is kind of where the DNA strand we recognize comes from. But this double torus helix collides and spins to create an X factor, which is you. It's also the universe. And whatever I describe now is happening at the microcosm and simultaneously at the macrocosm. So when I talk in terms of east and west, up and down, these apply both to you and to your universe. So this is an important part, is you got two, I believe, two Toruses, one below, one above, and they are met by or create a third Torus, and it's this spinning Torus that I think could be our ether or the bubble in which we live. But think about taking two marbles and squashing between them a marshmallow. The two marbles. So you've got those two sort of solid circles with this marshmallow, which would create the sort of 8 or the infinity being squashed, and then kind of this is the loop. So you've got the top, the bottom. Now, in terms of the way that the sine wave moves, this is your sun. This is east, and it travels in 12 hours. This distance, or this as a wave across the plane. If your friend was in the east, say in Australia, they would say, for me right now, the sun is just rising. And for you, my apologies, sun is setting. I'll say that again. So for me, at this point here, the crest of the sun wave is just arriving. So that means it's morning. By the time it's moved by 6 hours, then the high point of this sine wave will be above my position and be the midday. If a friend was in the east, in Australia, they would say it's nighttime already. And in the west, they would say, no, we're still awaiting. It's still nighttime, and we're awaiting the new day. This lower wave here is the moon wave, and she operates in a similar way, but her cycle is not 12 hours and 12 hours. It's about 45 minutes per day shorter, the wavelength, which is why the sun catches up to it every 28, 29 days. The moon is your feminine energy. It's a negative energy, and it is magnetic. The sun is the masculine energy, positive and electrical. So this is your electromagnetism. The electricity and the magnetic coming together from the moon and the sun, perhaps these two Toruses, that's what we see as the sun and the moon, is the butthole or the mouth of the Torus itself. That's another conversation. In terms of what you got up here, what I put here is in the upper section we have the cold and the blue, the sky, the lungs, the light. We have so this is the sky plane, I'm saying, because it is obviously all in strata. And below we have much denser moisture. It's called sea, ocean, and it's red hot, representative of the hips, the lungs. It's dense, rocky, and so on. So that's pretty much that. I think the accretion disk creates it hides the word erection and the feminine word secretion. I know there's no S in the word, but you get it, secretion. And it creates life, which is creation. Another anagram. I know there's an A but I think that's quite an interesting tale there. So the Torus spins off this X factor. You've got energy coming in, you've got energy rising, energy descending, creating that Trinity, the infinity, the infinite 8. To get these in balance, to be out of sine you're in sin. To be in balance, you are in harmony, and you bring this cross into balance with nature, and nature brings itself into balance with you in your universe. Now I hope that's being useful.